My name is Sam. I've been part of Dicky Beach Surf Lifesaving Club for 20 years. In that time I have been a junior patrol captain, a junior captain on the bowls committee, eventually becoming a youth captain, patrol captain, youth development officer, club captain, surf rescue coach. Pretty much helping out with nippers, water safety, IRB racing, done surf sports competitions, so I've done pretty much everything I can in lifesaving, including awards. The club captain role not only just encompasses like looking after the patrols and the members that do our patrols, it also covers all of our membership pretty much. So anything from our nippers right through to our life members and anything in between. So they really do advocate and look after all members in the surf lifesaving movement.
My name's Ben Thompson. I'm the current surf boat captain at Dicky Beach Surf Lifesaving Club. The surf boat section at Dicky Beach Surf Club has always been strong. Right through the 90s and into the early 2000s we had many successful A-grade crews, junior crews and 21 crews in predominantly male crews, and seen the arrival of a women's crew in the early 2000s. Towards the end of the year 2000s, we went through a stage where there was a downturn in competitor numbers in the boat section. It was due to a few factors. A lot of our men's crews were working away, taken away from the coast. Some of our established sweeps were getting a bit older and long in the tooth, and we lost a couple of sweeps, and one of our major sweeps was enticed away to another boat club on the coast, and unfortunately we've seen the competitors fall away. A junior girls crew was the only crew here for a couple of years, and to Floodie's credit, took them girls to state titles, Australian championships and world titles
Looking at the
with
Dicky
success.
Beach girls from Queensland, probably half a boat length in front, but Avalon really creeping up on them there at the top of screen in the red boat.
Yeah, absolutely. The Dicky Beach girls have been going strong for the past few years, and this, I think. Oh yes. Yep. And they've been this is their third year being the Queensland state team representatives.
At the top of screen. So Dicky Beach for Queensland look like they've a boat or two lengths ahead as they come through the gate cans. The girls.
They're coming
Dicky
around.
Beach going for their little wave here now. Gee, they're strong, aren't they, Drew?
Yeah, that's a sensational row. They've got themselves a wave ahead. Very nicely done. Enough for the sweep to call them easy or and to take that one in. And they're going to take the chocolates, and that's Queensland.
Surf rescue in the end is about developing our best lifesavers. I myself competed in surf rescue for many years before I took on a coaching role, and I can confidently say that myself and many others that have gone through surf rescue are some of the best lifesavers in Queensland, let alone Australia. And Dicky Beach has always had quite a strong presence in surf rescue.
G'day, yeah, my name is Ross Gibb. I've been a member of Dicky Beach here for 20 years. I've held the role of patrol captain and currently hold the role of chief training officer at the club. I've been doing that role for 16 years. 6 years ago I was given the honour of being made a life member of the club, which is not only an honour but also a privilege. My role of being Chief Training Officer is to coordinate all the other trainers. We have 16 trainers here at Dicky Beach, and we've got another 5 in training at the moment. We train anything from a bronze medallion right through to a first aid certificate, IRB crewmen, IRB drivers, four-wheel drive, SSV, tractor, all sorts of awards. And initially, 20 years ago when I first started in this role, you needed a bronze medallion, and that was it. Bronze medallion just about gave you everything you needed to patrol the beach. Our first aid certificates now are aligned with every first aid certificate throughout the country. So our members can obtain an award here and use it anywhere else in their workplace or other organisations. The gold medallion is the pinnacle of all the awards within surf lifesaving. Not only do you have to be physically strong to compete to attain this award. You also need to have just about every other surf lifesaving award available.
Champion Lifesaver is pretty much the pinnacle of surf rescue competition. We even had a competitor by the name of Tyler Mitchell who was undefeated in both under 17 through branch, state and national level. It's one of the hardest competitions to get a medal, just the fact that you have to do pretty much a perfect CPR, a perfect theory and also round it off with perfect physical activities, coming first in most events. Is a testament to Tyler herself. For Dicky Beach, we're quite lucky in regards to many other competitors getting medals over the years. I myself got 2 national medals in first aid. We've had whole teams for patrol comp get silvers and golds.
The resurgence of the boat section in Dicky Beach Surf Lifesaving Club through the late 2010s was led by our #1 gun sweep, Rob Flood. He's been a passionate supporter of surf boats in general, but especially for his home club here at Dicky Beach. And just the passion that Rob shows to develop young athletes and his vision for young kids.
My name is Rob Campbell and I've been with Dicky Beach Surf Lifesaving Club for 23 years. The club's finances have undertaken a major restructure in the way that we have gone about our budgeting and our reporting. So no longer can we rely on the, just chook raffles and those sorts of things and tin rattles. In fact, tin rattles have been outlawed on the streets. We now have a very sophisticated operation that the community relies heavily on. We must have the best equipment with the best lifesavers on the beach. So therefore we needed to have more sophisticated methods of generating our revenue.
Being part of a boat section, as I've said, takes a lot of commitment and a lot of time and effort, but also a lot of financial assistance. Dicky Beach has been lucky in the last decade. We've got a couple of really solid sponsors on board. So yeah, to be on the beach in a surf boat, not only do you have the expense straight up of purchasing the hull of the boat, which can be $25,000–$30,000, then you need to put it on a trailer, and then also the equipment. Oars can be $1,000 each. We have Rolex, we have seats, we have all the equipment, and if you're not up to speed and you're not up to the latest and greatest gear, then half a length in a boat can slip away from you quite easy. So to get a boat on the water, you're probably looking $35,000 to be competitive.
The Supporters Club has played a much larger part in the overall financial stability of the organisation. In the years from 2010 to 2020, the Supporters Club has contributed approximately $4.5 million directly to the surf club. The COVID situation has been an absolute roller coaster. On the 23rd of March 2020, the President and I had to come to the club and basically tell 54 people that until further notice they were stood down. There was no money flowing to the Supporters Club, so therefore there was no money flowing to the Surf Club. It was a particularly tough time for both of the organisations. However, in the period between August 2020 and December 2020, the business absolutely took off. And we recouped quite a number of our losses that we'd made in that period through from late March through to late July. And then early in the next calendar year, it just died off again. But the upshot was that we didn't have a bad result, and we were still able to send around about $290,000 down to the surf club, even despite COVID. The future for the club, I think, looks very, very bright. But we've had some very, very good financially skilled people and business skilled people who have been working at the forefront for both entities right through the period. And people like Ross Hutton, who had a very good perspective on what it meant to bring business people into the supporters club, and those business people, that's really translated through to the surf club. So even if it's making more out of less, I still see that the financial future for the organisation as being quite rosy into the future.
The time and effort we've been putting into the boat section in the past 10 years has really seen interest in surf boats in Dicky Beach explode. The young girls coming through from Nippers and being successful has really given something for our younger competitors to look up to. And you only got to come down to Dicky Beach on a Sunday at Nippers and speak to a few of the young kids, and all they want to do is row a surf boat. So I'd like to think that the time and effort that we've put into surf boats over the last 10 years has put us in a good place going forward.
Through my experience in surf rescue, from what I've seen already, is that a lot of our younger members really do take on the roles of patrol captain and bigger roles of like awards in patrols, as well as our committees at an earlier stage, just because they've had that extra time to develop. So for the club, I think over the next 5 to even 10 years, I can see that really increasing with the youth that are coming through and the amount of them that are really taking on all of our sports that we offer at Dicky Beach, and that just benefits our club further and further.